20 people. Why? Not because I'm so good at arguing. No. Not because I learned philosophy. No. Because our da'wah depends on Allah. Our da'wah is according to the Quran and Sunnah. Our da'wah doesn't fear anybody. So if we keep with that, by the will of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will make us means of guidance, means of change. We as Muslims want to better society. We want to do good for society. We're not here to harm people. We're here to help people. But how can we do that if we're ashamed of who we are? If we're trying to copy kuffar, if we're trying to change our religion to appease others, if we're apologizing, oh, I'm sorry, yeah, in the old days they used to have form marriage, not anymore. Oh, the hudud sharia. No, we are now like, we're loving, we want to wear pink and hold hands. We get nasiha from people, sometimes it makes us want to cry and laugh. I gotta, and not once, but repeatedly, he was telling me, brother, when you give da'wah, don't dress like this. You look like an Arab. You look like a foreigner. You gotta wear some tight, skinny jeans and a pink shirt. Like, I'm good, bro. I'm straight. In more ways than one. You can keep your skinny jeans and pink shirts. Alhamdulillah. When we stand on the haqq, Allah will make us leaders. That's how it happened during the time of the Sahaba, and that's how it will happen today. And we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to make this gathering a blessed gathering, but not a gathering that just you sit, you listen, you go home. There are shuyukh here that you could have listened to that are much better than me. I'm nobody. But a gathering that will wake you up. I'm only here to say, you are the people of knowledge. You are the people, you are the children of Sahaba. Some of you, when you look at your qabail, you are literally from the generations of the Sahaba radiyallahu. My question is, where are you at? Where are you in the da'wah? What happened? If we don't call people to Tawheed, who will? I'll tell you one more thing. If we don't, Allah will replace us. People like Richard will come and they will take the forefront and they will get the reward and they will get the high levels in Jannah and we'll be left out of it. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala does not need us, we need Allah. The da'wah is not in need of us, we are in need of the da'wah. We have a brother in San Diego, his name is Hamza, he's a Mexican brother. You know who gave him da'wah? Fox News. Allah, I'm not kidding. He didn't meet any Muslims, no du'at, didn't see us at a stall, nothing. One day I was in the masjid, I saw this Mexican guy praying and he was making a lot of mistakes. I told one of the brothers, man, one of my students, I told him, go talk to him, see if he needs anything. They started talking to him. So, where did you learn how to pray? He said, I just learned online. I said, where did you take your shahada? He said, what's that? I said, how did you become Muslim? He said, I was in a mall or a restaurant or somewhere and the Fox News was playing. And they were showing these Muslims killing and massacring and terrorists and this. And he said, I was a gangster. I hung out with gangs. And I said, man, those guys are real gangsters. They're more gangster than us. Like, that's some thug life right there, man. Yeah. Like, I got to join that gang because, man, we're nothing compared to that guy. So he said, I started looking up about Islam. I went to the library. I got a Quran. I started reading. And I said, subhanAllah, this is nothing like what I saw on TV. Islam is beautiful. I said, I want to be Muslim. Didn't speak to any Muslims. Went online, learned about prayer, watched some videos, Googled the masjid, came. SubhanAllah. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala does not need us. We need Allah. So we hope from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that this will be an encouragement for all of you to get involved. Alhamdulillah, here in Kuwait, you have our brothers from IDO, mashallah, that are doing a great job. And you have other ulama and shuyukh, mashallah, that you have here. We want everybody active. Islam is not a spectator sport. It's not something you sit around and watch. You have to be yourself doing whatever you can do. It doesn't mean that each one of you is going to be out there at the table and arguing and debating and getting stabbed like me. But each one of you has a role to play. You come to Brother Thamir, you say, Akhi, I have money, what can I do? I don't have money, I have time, what can I do? I don't have time, but I know technology, what can I do? I don't know this, but I know cameras, what can I do? I know whatever you can do. All Sahaba, they had different skill sets. How many of you have heard the tafsir of Khalid ibn al-Walid radiyan? Really? Khalid ibn al-Walid? I never read about him in tafsir. Yeah? Any aqwal of what he felt about, how many heard hadith يعني عن Khalid ibn al-Walid? Very few. But how many of you have heard about his war and his tactics and his sword and his, of course, all of us. Huh? That was his skill set. Ibn Abbas radiyan mufassir. Abu Hurairah radiyan muhaddith. Even though they had multiple skills, I'm not saying only one thing, but each one had his own. Ibn Mas'ud radiyan, a great warrior, but his skill set wasn't in that. He was a qari. Umar ibn Khattab, leader, strong. Abu Bakr, Uthman, Ali radiyan, leaders. But how many ahadith reported from Abu Bakr radiyan? Few. So everybody has a skill set. Salman al-Farasi radiyan, his own skill set. Hassan ibn Thabit, poet, learned the Hebrew language within a week or short amount of time, learned the text, was able to give da'wah to them from their text. So each one of you has a different skill set. Present it to the brothers, come together, utilize it for the da'wah. Everybody ready for this, inshallah? Inshallah.
Jazakumullah khair. Ahsanallah ilaykum, Shaykhna. We're truly honored and delighted to have you here again, as Shaykh is our guest in Kuwait. عموما و IDO Masjid Abdullah Abdul Razak al-Muzaini خصوصا inshallah. We're very delighted, inshallah. We have du'at here from many different backgrounds, different organizations as well. And as we promised everyone here, especially in today's Friday khutbah, that we're going to have more Q&A session right now, bi'idhnillahi tabaraka wa ta'ala. So from both the brothers as well as the sisters. Also, we'd like to apologize for the sisters. There was an issue with the screen, but alhamdulillah, they can hear the lecture. Allahumma lakal hamd. So again, we're going to have this Q&A session, questions and answers. It's not an every day or every weekend we'll have Shaykh Uthman ibn Farooq with us in Kuwait to ask him those questions, especially in regards to da'wah itself. And our beloved Shaykh Uthman ibn Farooq is one of the people, نحسبهم. And we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to keep him on the straight path, calling people to Islam in different parts of the world, as he mentioned earlier, dangerous places such as Tijuana, Mexico, and different countries as well. And one of the mashayikh who actually combines both knowledge and practical street da'wah, going out to the people, calling people to Islam. So we would ask our brothers, our beloved brothers, as well as the sisters, to ask critical questions, questions that we can all benefit from, inshallah. For the brothers, you can raise your hand, you can stand up, ask the question. I will repeat the question to our beloved Shaykh so that everyone else could hear the question. And then the sisters could do it online and send it through via WhatsApp or any of the social media platform, and the volunteers can pass it up front, inshallah. Are you ready for answers?
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah. Gotcha. Yeah, it's good.
Our brother asked if Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows the future, then what is the point of us being created? Since Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala already knows the future.
So, first thing is, as a Muslim, alhamdulillah, you're all Muslims here, we don't ask why with Allah. Allah is the Khaliq. He created. Why did Allah give us 2 eyes and not 3 eyes? Why did Allah give us 2 arms and not 3 arms? Allah is the Khaliq.